What's up, YouTube? As y'all know, everybody is a reflection. Every voice is just an echo. And at the same time, there's only one emotion. So the only emotion, what you want to call it, you can call it love or alignment or realization, appreciation. You can call it appreciation. You can call love appreciation, whatever you want to call it. That's really just definition, really, honestly. But there's only really one emotion. You can call it love. And every other emotion is just a distortion of the one emotion. Just like every voice is a distortion or echo of the one voice. Again, everything is a reflection of the one source. It's there. There's really only one touch, one smell. Everything is just different angles of that one. So everything is just the oneness at different degrees. Again, the same thing with the breath. Every activity is just the one breath. Everything is the one breath. There is only one breath expressing itself in different ways. Every physical thing is a tangled breath. So, but the breath of life itself that's coming through, breathing in and out of everything, there's yin and yang out of everything. That is the one breath. So, every activity is the breath at a different angle. So, whether you're running, that's the angle, that's the breath from a different angle. Whether you're having sex, whether you're eating, whatever it is, it's the breath at a different angle. Everything is fueled by the breath. So, everything really, because there's no separation from creator and created, everything is the breath as far as the physical form, because that is the spirit, that is the physical, the anima, the animated part is the dense breath, or however you want to look at it. It's just the tangled breath, more tangled breath, however you want to look at it. So that's really about it. That's really what I was getting into as I was fasting with my man Bebo. My man Brandon that just came through down here. If y'all, I'm gonna be in Arizona probably for the next month or two, and in February, my man Zen Life Dan and my man Dwayne, we'll be out here doing February 8th through the 11th. We'll be doing a retreat. Have like 20, 30 vegans. I'll be leading the breath part of it. They'll be having a bunch of events, other events going on, but I'm in Phoenix right now. So yeah, 2020 Tantra on Amazon, and the info's in the description. And yeah, so there's one breath, one emotion, one thought, all different angles of this one thought, one breath, one emotion, one person, one echo, one voice. So, yeah, and for conversation's sake and for just for I guess video length's sake, let's go into this here as far as embodying the softness, or what people are calling the feminine, and how the union of the two, how, going from within to without, as far as you respect yourself, you respect both sides of you, then you respect everything outside of you as you. So everything is reflecting that. And then when you get into that now protection, when you get into that harmony, it's impossible to see anything else that, from another perspective. You see everything in that oneness. And it's great. It's crazy, man, once you really see how perfect everything is, as far as like, okay, like the earthly energy being feminine, and then the paternal energy being masculine. You could look at the earthly energy as this never-ending, giving, nurturing energy, and then the paternal energy is more of like a a rational energy that's seeking to, not seeking, but it just expresses itself as a concept. So the masculine, you could look at it as concepts. You could look at the masculine energy as concepts, and you could look at the feminine energy as no concept. So, of course, for things to happen, this is how the impregnation happens on both ends. So since the male principle is the concept, once it meets that nurturing and overall encompassing that like irrational energy that is the feminine, they can complement each other, because the feminine is basically this never-ending flow of energy, and the concept can direct that energy and give it boundary to where the water doesn't spill everywhere. So that's the complement in that. But if you're constantly lost in concept and constantly masculine, then your life is constantly measured, and there is no flow. It's a rigid life. So the feminine needs the concept for experience, in the sense that everything just becomes a wash. Everything just becomes irrational. No separation in the sense that you can't call. There's no experience because she's so flowing. So getting in touch with the masculine gives you the concept that you can house experience. So you can not separate experience, but for continuity of experience, for continuity's sake, for expression's sake, you can say this is blue, this is purple, this is green. And because everything itself, there is no separation. There is one color, again, one sound. Light is sound. Vibration is light. Light is vibration. You can't separate it. So let me digress back into this. So yeah, again, if you're painting, you're also making music. If you're making music, you're also painting, because pictures are sounds, sounds are colors, colors are sounds. Vibration is light, light is vibration. But let me get back into this masculine, feminine thing, because it's a deeper topic that I'm trying to put into words. Because again, it's so much light that the true identity is the light, and the physical expression of that is the blood. So you're really so much light trying to get squeezed into this physical form. You have so much abundance trying to push and express itself through this physical angle or window. And so with that said, it's so much light that I'm trying to express and bring through here, but only so much can be brought through based on the harmony of the body itself, of course. So as the concept or the finitude of the masculine meets the infinity or the irrationale of the feminine, then that's where you can have infinity as well as finity at the same time. That's how you can have external or vicarious immortality and immortality itself within. That's how you can have immortal experience and immortal conception of experience. So you have it's funny how they trade each other, because the male or the male aspect is the female is the receiver, and in a sense the male is impregnated first and the conceiver. So he's at some level he is creating a harmony in his body to attract certain souls that can be attached to those spirits or to that seed, because that's energy. So the breath is the spirit. You're attaching that to the seed, and then you receive it as a male, but that whole process is conception. So she receives through the concept of the male or the masculine principle by allowing the masculine principle to integrate within her. It happens within her and externally and internally. That's the kaleidoscope there as she gets impregnated, because the male needs the flow or he gets stuck in the prison of concept, and the female needs the concept or she gets lost in the river of flow. So it's funny how they're both one and the same in a sense, because the male is the concept that needs the flow and the female is the flow that needs the concept. But since she's the receiver, she's also the concept because she's the physical or the material, the matter, the maternal. That's why the earth is maternal energy. The material world is feminine. Even the masculine body is feminine. Everything that is material is feminine. That is the Eve. So that's just knowing your gnosis, true knowledge, gnosis. So anything physical is the material world, and the immaterial is more, you're getting closer to the paternal, the heavenly father, and the earthly, the mother earth. So however you want to look at it, when they meet, that's where concept and inception, conception, and reception all meet. That's where infinity is had in physical forms in all layers, in the immaterial and in the material form, in the masculine and physical, in the masculine and feminine sense. Immortality is realized. So that's it. It's not hard. It just only seems hard because you're coming from the perspective of hard. But in hindsight, you realize how easy it is, because you're aligning with ease. Everything else is dis-ease. So your life becomes easy as you become less dis-eased. So it's all about alignment. 2020 Tantra on Amazon. I know that might seem a lot for people. I'm going to leave it at 10 minutes there. 2020 Tantra on Amazon, info in the description. Zen Life Dan. Check him out on Instagram. All one word, Zen Life Dan. And my man Dwayne, his is like Sprout 0000. I don't know. He got to get a more cool one for us. We'll get it though. We'll get it situated. We'll be out here fasting.